What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Shane Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. SPK.
Now this is a story all about how.
Kick the beat. So my man Will Smith has been going through it a lot lately. Just last year, booty clapping sounds. His wife was screwing August Alsina, and then it got out. Last week on Red Table Talk, his wife admitted that, hey, things are not going so well in the bedroom. And recently on his YouTube docuseries, Will Smith has released that he once considered suicide. Now, TMZ had a pretty good take on the story, and they said this thing here, right? Day music! Will Smith is living proof that being fit on the outside doesn't fix what's inside, right? And that statement is absolutely true. I tell guys all the time that, hey, being popular, being famous, doesn't mean you're happy. And Will Smith has a lot to be excited about. He's worth $350 million. He has a lot of money. Women love him. But yeah, he thought about suicide. Now, in this docuseries, The Best Shape of My Life, he reveals it, right? In that, when he started, trying to get into The Best Shape of My Life docuseries, he was mentally somewhere else. He discovered a lot of hidden things about himself. And, it was the only time that he ever considered suicide. All right? He opened up about it in the docuseries. But, let's really look into that, right? Now, what else do we know about Will Smith? Him and his wife have an open relationship. They sleep with different partners. He wanted to sleep with like 14 women at one time. He even hints that he shouldn't have divorced his first wife. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Oh yeah, that's right, because Will Smith wanted to commit suicide because of Jada Pinkett. Yeah, that's really what happened. Like, honestly, because think about it. If a man loves his wife, he's happy about seeing her. I mean, it can happen because people commit suicide and they say they love their families. But if you really want to see your wife tomorrow, you don't want to leave her. But if you're having problems with your wife, like Jada Pinkett, the Wicked Witch of the West,
I'll get you, my pretty.
It can really deter all of the things that you want to do emotionally. Now let's look at Will Smith. If we think about it, guy has a lot of money, a lot of opportunity. But I tell black men all the time, who you're in the bed with every night plays a big difference in your mentality. I mean, for some of you guys that have been there, you've seen it, maybe seen it with your dad. Remember that show Cheers? Used to come on TV. And what you would see in that bar, a bunch of guys who would come in, Norman, drunk, usually out of shape. Why? Because they didn't want to go home to their Boston wives, right? This is what happens, and it's kind of the opening of the manosphere that guys have to see. A lot of guys were unhappily married. Maybe the wife stops having sex. Maybe the wife is on your nerves. The wife is complaining. I'm not saying that men are perfect or anything like that, but it happens. And then what happens is that the drama that the wife has, it takes a toll on you. I mean, it does, because if the wife is problematic, then you're living with her. You're going through those same problems. You can't get away from her because, oh yeah, that's your wife. And this is what we're figuring out. Will Smith made a terrible decision in who he married. And it was to the point that he didn't care about the $350 million. He didn't care about his wife or his kind of weird acting kids, right? Like, just stop the show. Like, his kids are, well, we'll leave it for another day. But, that must be disheartening that his kids turned out to be as liberal as they are. So he felt like, fuck it, I have nothing to live for. I should just end it all. Thankfully, he didn't. But what is this telling us? That many black men, regardless of income, okay, being rich, being poor, suffer from mental health issues. All right? And I want to talk about that right now. Black men, this is why it is so important for you guys to support each other, for men to talk to one another, especially as you guys get older, right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when you're a young guy, you're 20, 25, yeah, man, it's fun because you have a lot of friends or guys who you think that your friends. Stop the show, you'll find out soon enough that most of them are not. But for those guys out there, you know, you can go to the clubs, you can go to the parties, you can chase girls. When you get 20, 25, it's cool. When you get 40, you get 35, and guys in the comments will tell you, phone doesn't ring so much. Most of your friends that you grew up with, they, you know, get broke, so you don't want to talk to them. If you're successful, they want money, or they're largely unsuccessful, or they get married, and just, you know, time moves on, life moves on, and you kind of lose touch with people, so you're kind of lonely. You move to another state, they move to another state, and then, you know, as you get older and get more successful, you're just different people, so it's nothing to talk about really, right? So when things start to happen in your life and you don't have any people that support you, or friends, you can think like you're lonely. And I doubt it if Will Smith really has really genuine friends that he can talk to, that people that he can feel like at the level I'm at, I can call somebody and they really love me for me. I can't talk to my wife because she hates me. You know, my kids love their mother and they probably hate me too, even though I've done all these great things for them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as men, especially black men, we have to really look at providing spaces and outlets for each other to talk, because black men get the least amount of help. And if you have problems as a man, you can't tell anybody. And Will Smith is proof of that. Who could he tell? Like, oh, you're Will Smith, you have all the money in the world, what do you mean you're depressed? That's how people would have taken it. So he had to get those things and those demons out himself. Not everybody can, you know, handle that, but that's just really the case. And I want black men to understand that a lot of brothers, regardless of success, still need someone to talk to. You know, like I said, when you get old, you older, you want that. You want somebody to call you. You want somebody to check on you. You know, keep yourself really busy. If you like to work out, if you like to go and take vacations, you like to go to business conferences, keep yourself busy, man. Keep yourself doing things that make you active, that keep your masculinity in check. Do all of that. Okay? Because we are humans, right? We need to be talking to people. We need to be in communities. That's why I like YouTube so much. I got a lot of friends that are content creators. I got a lot of buddies in the business. Like SPK is one of my best buddies, and he's editing the video shop the show. Yeah, check him out. SPK Speaks, because he be dropping videos and shit too. First comment, pin to the top. Let him know I sent you. Help him get monetized. But yeah, like we, you know, men need to have outlets and understand why things are going on. That's why we could tell you, bro, I've been through that. It's something that you can overcome. Don't be so worried about that. Things happen in life, but you're going to be okay. That's the power and the significance of having male friends. So develop those relationships, because you never know when you're going to need them. It's always good to have the brotherhood of men, and Will Smith is proof of that. And I'm glad that he got over it and moving on with his life. Hopefully he'll dump his wife, and she'll become his ex-wife, so he can really be happy. Give him a round of applause. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.